Hi everybody, Happy New Year. It is 2017 and I am back. Better than ever. As you saw from the title of this video, yes, at one point in 2016 I had got over 400 pounds or back to over 400 pounds and had fell in a little depression area. I am happy to say that I'm back on track. It is rough when things happen to you that you were not expecting, and you have to pull yourself out of that grief. And I'm supposed to be motivating you guys, and I'm feeling depressed. Sometimes it's hard, but I really wasn't going to do this video. I was going to do a nice little happy video where I don't tell any bad, I just tell all the good from 2016. Then I decided, okay, that wouldn't be the real me. I need to share with you guys what's going on with me. So this video is just going to be an overview of 2016, the good, the bad, and all that in between. Because I want to show you guys that even though you go through rough patches, you can overcome them. It can happen. I'll keep looking down because I have notes so I don't forget anything that I want to say. And I'm also going to tell you about my plans for 2017, how I plan to stay on track, and how I plan to do my best to meet all the goals that I have for myself for 2017, because I have a ton of them. So without further ado, let me tell you about the good. I want to start off with the good. I'm going to end with good, but I'm going to start off with good first. The good is a photo of mine went viral. Woo! If you don't follow me on Facebook, please follow me on Facebook. Of course, at There Is No Edge. I was amazed because the photo that I put out, which if I was good at editing, I would add it here, but I'm not that good at editing, so it's probably not going to be there. I was amazed at first because the week prior to that actual video going out, I put the exact same comment, but a different photo. It wasn't a photo of me. I saw it on someone else's page. I snagged a photo. It's a photo of someone that was very fit, and they were like if you want, I do, what is it, 10 squat for every like. I do sit-ups for every share. I do, I can't remember what the other thing was. I think it was crunches for every comment. So it was just like, okay, the first week, nothing happened. Nobody commented. Nobody put anything on it. I think I had like maybe 7 likes, 7 comments. So it was like, okay, it's a breeze. I can do this. So the next week, I decided I'm going to put my picture because I want, the likes, the comments. I want to get this workout in. So I put my picture and it went viral. So much so I had to cut off the time because I gave it a limit. Nobody looked at the limit. I was like, by 8 p.m. that night, that was the cutoff time. Because I can't possibly do as many squats and comments that were coming in. I was like, no, it has to stop somewhere. So I ended up stopping it. No one paid it attention, and it continued to go viral. So much so that it got snagged and put on someone else's site. So I was very happy and just joyous over that because I never thought I would get a picture to go viral on Facebook. So I was kind of happy. And I actually completed the number of from the cutoff. Now, of course, because it went viral, it was just impossible. It wasn't impossible. Let me say that. Everything is always possible. But it would have been crazy for me to do that many of how many shares, how many likes, that kind of thing. It would have been just crazy. But I did complete it, and I was very proud of myself because I didn't think I can do it. But because I said I was going to do it, I did it. And I did videos of it. Like I said, if you go to my Facebook page, I think you should see some of the videos where I might have videoed myself doing the squats because I know squats were what people thought she's never gonna do those. So I think I videotaped myself doing those squats. So that was some of the good. So in between, some of the in between of good and bad. Um, I faced the fear, which was Zumba convention. And I know you're thinking, you're a Zumba instructor. Why is that a fear? Well, I don't look like a typical Zumba instructor. I'm not the typical fit Zumba instructor. I am a real person. I have real feelings. I have real hips and thighs and you know, juiciness. So I was very nervous to go, but I faced that fear. And in facing that fear, I was able to get not one, but two certifications. I will say, doing two certifications at a Zumba convention might not be the smartest thing to do because you are literally on go from time you get there to the time you leave. So it's a lot. But I was so excited. I have to get them to correct it because currently it says I'm certified in Zumba Strong, but I'm not. It's Zumba Gold and Zumba Toning, which I'm excited about the Zumba Toning and Gold, but mostly the Zumba Toning because I'm wanting to incorporate toning and weights in my program for myself. So, what better way to infuse those than to actually do it yourself, right? Yay! So now the bad, and the bad is my goal is not to cry on this video because I know I do cry on some of my videos and I don't really want to cry. But the bad. So I was almost close to 500 pounds and never had any knee issues, never had any problems below the waist when it comes to walking. Never. Um, at, I got down to 370 and I could tell that I was gaining weight because I started to feel the weight. Now, prior to this, I would be sore from Zumba. I would be sore from workouts. I would be sore. And I can deal with sore. Sore, I'm used to. But back in November, well, it started before November. It started more like August. But I kind of ignored it. And then in November, it was like, you're not going to ignore me. I am here to stay type of deal. So in October, like I said, I had the problem. I started having knee issues where my knees would hurt, not just soreness, actual pain. In November, it hit its worst, and I actually am scheduled for X-rays and MRIs beginning this year, which I don't anticipate any horrible news from this. I just anticipate knowing this will be a why for me. Like, this will be my why to get on my grind and do what I have to do no matter what. So for me, that was the bad. I always talk about the soreness. I never talk about pain because I've never had pain. And I had to tell someone that I apologize because I always say work through the pain. I didn't realize I was working through soreness, not pain. I didn't realize that the pain can really, 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 really just get you down where you can't do anything. And between November and the beginning of December, I hit a rocky point. I got very depressed. And to the outside, because I'm so good at it, I hid the depression. I'm so good at it. And I realized that I can't hide that side of me anymore. Like, that was what I used to do. And here I was falling back into those same, try not to cry, in those same things. Like, falling back into that same old routine of, okay, here I go, let me not be, I don't want to hide that anymore. So the pain was a lot. I'm dealing. I do take pain medication. Um, and I'm just gonna say this. If you are in pain, go see your doctor. And the reason being is because I think back probably June, July when I was feeling the pain, I think if I had or feeling a little soreness that was a little more on the pain side than on the soreness side. If I had went to the doctor then, whatever would have been happening to me would have gotten taken care of then. So now I am not pain free. However, I am coping, and I know now what my limitations are with the pain. I have ointments that I put on prior to my workout, and I have an ointment that I put on after my workout that my doctor prescribed, so that I can still get those workout in. I have to do more modifications than I used to have to do, but there was nothing worse than going to class and I'm ready to teach, and I say move left, and my body did nothing, and that was the worst for me. Um, like I said, I'm trying not to cry. That was the worst for me. That was the worst feeling ever because I had never had that happen. I have did Zumba through soreness. I have did Zumba being sick, like 100% fever, everything sick, and I was able to do it. And then to know that this pain had me down that hard was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But I move on. I'm here to say if you have pain, leave a comment below what you do to combat knee issues or what you do to combat any kind of pain that you may be having. I want this to be a place where we all can come. Like I always say, I want to inspire you guys through my life's test, but inspire me through your test. If you experience pain and like some little gems or something that I can take away from it, let me know. And I didn't want to end this on a bad note. So, the good, 2017, we're here. It's here. It ain't going nowhere for 365 days or 364 days, depending on when you watching this. So for the good, I realized what I wanted and what I needed for 2017. See, there's a difference between what you want and what you need. But sometimes they'll go hand in hand and you don't even realize it. So for me, my 2017, I always say your why has to be greater. And my why was I didn't want to be on insulin. And I succeeded way past my dreams of ever succeeding on that why. Way past it. Then I realized something. Am I okay with taking the pills? Am I okay with having to live life on these pills? No, I'm not. So, my new why is I want to maintain my life without the assistance of medications. I don't want to have to take diabetes medication, blood pressure, water pill, potassium. I don't want to take any of those. I want to maintain and live a life of pill-free life. So my new why is to, see, I can't even say it again, to maintain my life without using any kind of medication in order to keep my levels where they need to be. So that's my new why for 2017. And I took this from, I think His or Her Money. Yeah, because I'm working on my budget, but that's a whole nother thing. They don't belong here. My word of the year. They do words of the year, and I was like, that's a good thing to do. So my word of the year for 2017 is consistency. What that means for you guys is that I will put up more YouTube videos. My goal is one a week. I'm going to start off with one a week because I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to do one on this day, one on that day, one on this day, and then can't and don't produce. So my goal is one a week. That's my goal, just one. So for 2017, my word is consistency. That is my word for 2017. If you want to know more about what I plan to do for consistency, Tuesday, remember Talk Tuesday? It's coming back, but it's coming back with a twist. Talk Tuesday is now moving to Periscope. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Talk Tuesday will be on Periscope on Tuesdays. Time at right now will not vary. It'll be 8 o'clock. Depending on my workouts, it may be pushed to 9, but you will know way in advance so you don't miss any Talk Tuesdays. But this Talk Tuesday, I will be talking about consistency and what that means to me. So,